Have you ever struggled to find the right deodorant? Because I certainly am. I'm on a mission to find a deodorant that works for me as a sensory sensitive, kind of clumsy, full-time traveler. We're going to test these out walking around a lovely corner of outer London. You'll see in a minute, it doesn't look like London, but it is. It's in the borough of Croydon. By the way, no one's paying me to review these deodorants. I'm just deeply curious. And I also think that most of them might not be available outside the UK. First, let me show you the ones that I have tried and the ones that we're going to be testing out. I have been using this one, which is a well-known brand. It's all natural, it's mostly natural, and there's no aluminum, which is great. My problem is that it's single-use plastic. I'm also using this one. It's nice, it's refillable. The case is made of aluminum, so it's maybe a bit heavy for travel. I think the smell is really nice. I've just refilled this one. I also have a concern that maybe it doesn't work as well, but I have another one I want to try, which apparently works really well. It's from this brand called Fussy. So I haven't tried it yet. The case is plastic, and I don't know, see, I'm opening the wrong end. No? Nope, that was right. So apparently the reason this works is because it has a probiotic in it, which kind of works against the bacteria in your armpits that make it stink. Lactobacillus ferment, and that helps combat the stink from armpits. What's cool about both of these, there's refills you can get. So apparently the Fussy one lasts from 4 to 6 weeks. I imagine Wild is similar. I have used that crystal deodorant before. It's like Pit Rock, I think is one of the brands. There's a couple other brand names. You dampen it and you wrap it on your armpits and it lasts forever. But the problem is that if you're not the most coordinated, you might drop it. And I've done that and the whole thing shattered. So the rock shattered, and even the case that it came in also broke. So yeah, that's not ideal. I've also tried the liquid version, which is brilliant. It's really good. And the only problem with it is that because it's a liquid, it's a little bit heavier. So yeah, maybe if you were traveling and you were definitely checking luggage, then the liquid version I think is pretty good. I'm also aware of deodorants that are just in a little pot, and it's like a cream that you just kind of like stick your fingers in and wipe it on. However, I'm imagining that to be quite sticky and unpleasant. So I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to test both. We'll put one under the right arm, one under the left arm, and I'm going to go about my day, and we're going to see which one passes the sniff test. Today I'm just going to walk around. There's a common area and an airfield. I just want to see what it's like as a normal day, not trying to out-sweat myself or anything like that, and then see what it's like at the end of the day. That feeling when the sigh leaves your body and some of that stress just kind of melts away. Love it. I'm in this beautiful area. What I love about house sitting is that I can appreciate that every house sit's going to have unique benefits and unique drawbacks, but whereas I can't really walk to the shops to get groceries, I have to have grocery delivery because I don't have a car. I also have this on my doorstep, which is really nice. And to think I could just pop out here morning, evening, not a big deal. I really appreciate this nature, that's for sure. This is the back of it. This is pretty cool. This is Kenley Common and RAF Kenley. And during World War II, this was very, very important during the Battle of Britain and helped defend London during World War II. So there's glider flights that I've seen going on basically all day. And the inner part is still active MOD, or Ministry of Defense, for the Royal Air Force. So I haven't seen any RAF planes coming along, but the gliders are pretty cool. Along the perimeter fence, there's unique descriptions of the people who were part of the Battle of Britain. Unfortunately, most of them didn't make it, but it's nice to see them remembered, so let's have a little look. Okay, here's these warning signs. You see them absolutely everywhere. Yeah, each of these seems to be really quite sad. There's a lot of information about how they died, what their involvement was, their history, so where they came from, and this one even has information about his aspiration to become a concert baritone singer. This could easily be paving from World War II. This is cool. This sign is shaped like an airplane wing. We have a tiny drama in progress. There's a small boy who doesn't want to ride his bike anymore, but I don't know, his mother was telling him earlier, like, I'm not taking you to the cinema. So he's left his bike here and he's stomped off. He's running ahead. And the rest of us are a little baffled. Okay, I'm actually going to bring them the bike because I feel like it's going to be easier than them coming all the way back here. It's hard to carry.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
It was abandoned.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye. That was a lovely walk. And this is the last bit. Believe it or not, this is the way back to the house. I wanted to announce the winner of the deodorant contest, as if this is a contest. But the winner is Fussy. There's no hint of body odor. And yeah, quite happy with it. This isn't over. I'm going to keep testing them both. I have about 3.5 weeks to go before I have to make a decision about which one to take with me when I hop on my next flight. And I'll be headed to Florida next. Florida, end of August. I really don't want to mess that one up. When it comes to body odor and smell, I've made a video about the types of fabrics you can choose to help you have less smelly clothes on your travels. So even a good example of this is when things don't dry properly. I have those little cotton squares that I use on my face, and I pulled one out this morning and it had the hint of, you know, when something hasn't dried properly, it has that musty smell. So I thought I'll just use it anyway. And that was a huge mistake because as soon as I did that, I could smell my face. I could smell it. So yeah, not ideal. I am a big fan of merino wool because you just hang it up to dry and the smell will dissipate overnight. So you don't have to wash it as often. And I just don't mean armpits as well. I mean everywhere in your body, up, down, everywhere. That gets stinky. So yeah, they make merino socks, underwear, things like that too, which I haven't tried, but I probably will at some stage. I'll link that video here. Meantime, I will talk to you soon.